So I got these are carbon meter rear headlights. Rear headlights? What the f? Start that again.
Rear lights, mate. Rear headlights.
How many takes to show some indicators?
Listen, it's worth it.
Cut and start again.
Cut and start again.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video where in the last one I said we were at Cafe Machine. We're still here. We just haven't left yet because we have Ezra's car. Now you've probably seen this from our Germany trip where he had a few issues with the bonnet and we'll show you why in a minute. But Ezra, come on in mate and introduce yourself to everyone even though they already know you.
Hi guys, remember me?
You all know him. This guy's awesome. He helped organise a Nürburgring. Well, he basically undone the whole trip, didn't you? It was brilliant.
It was fun to organise.
Brilliant.
Favourite job.
We're going to go next year, so if you follow Auto Cartel Run Club, you can get all the details on there. So follow. I'll put a link down below. Happy days. What have you brought us today?
I have brought a Mazda MX5 1.8 litre supercharged.
What have you done to your car? Because obviously it doesn't look stock anymore. Some people probably wouldn't even say it looks like an MX5 anymore.
No, it's yeah. I get a lot of questions asking what even is the car, and the surprise when it's an MX5.
Yeah.
I got RX-7 a few times, but
RX-7.
yeah.
It does, because especially with the bonnet, which is awesome by the way.
But with the amount of
clear.
probably put into this, I probably should have just got the RX-7 in the first place.
Yeah. But get away. Get away. But then, yeah, but this is a lot more unique than an RX-7 because let's be honest, everyone's got an RX-7. Have they not?
Yeah, no one's got an MX-5. They're very rare.
Yeah, very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare. Especially not with that thing down there, which we'll get onto in a minute. Where do you want to start? Should you have a look on the exterior? Show us what you've done with the exterior first.
Yeah, let's go with that. So I've got on this, first of all, carbon Miata body kit, straight from the best place in the world, which is China.
So it fits really well.
Yeah, it's been an absolute nightmare. Okay, first of all. So yeah, wide body kit got put on. It's added an extra 8 centimeters to each side. And obviously after that I've had to put a fresh paint job on it. That was over a year ago and it did go through the winter. I have been using this as my daily, so that's probably why you're going to notice, don't look too long, there's a few issues with the body kit.
It's the magic of Photoshop, ladies and gentlemen. Photoshop is wonderful, so it will go through there beforehand, but it looks mint. And he spent the morning cleaning it, ready for this, so it's all good.
Quick detailer, spray, done.
Yeah, sorted. Makes it faster as well, slipperier.
There we go. Perspex bonnet, come see. What's that in there? It's an engine, wow.
What's that? What's that, brother?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. So this was made by MW Customs. Basically, that's the guy who, his name's Mark, he lives in Birmingham. He's the one that painted it. He's got Mark II, but he's put a Mark IV body on it. So it looks pretty good, but he also has a Perspex bonnet. So that's where this came from. I got him to make me one because I just needed it. You know, you can tell that everything has to stand out, it has to be a bit different.
It suits it, and you've got lights in there as well, which we won't be able to see now because obviously it's daylight.
If you like, here's a clip of you seeing it with the lights.
So Ezra's just going to pop the bonnet and show us what has been done under this clear bonnet, because it doesn't look very standard anymore. And notice the nice gas struts as well, which are so much better.
So here we have M45 Mini Cooper supercharger. Funny story with that, the week before we were meant to go to Germany. Well, we did end up going, but
yeah, we definitely did go to. If you want to watch the video, link in description, or if you're watching this on Instagram because it's on Reels, just follow the link in bio. Go back to Ezra.
What happened was this bracket just here, if you see here, come in, don't be shy. The bolt here snapped and I couldn't adjust the tension on this pulley, which means my boost wasn't behaving itself. So what we did, I had to speak to the guys at Salon Motorsports, the guys who made the supercharger kit, and they were happily enough able to switch out my old one to give them the new one. And yeah, we managed to make it to the ring a couple of days before.
Germany.
Literally just before.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes,
I know you said you had some issues, but I didn't know that
it was a big issue. We almost never made it to Germany, but because we got that, The lovely guys that done it. We obviously sort that out.
Is there, bar the supercharger, is there anything else that's been done in the bay? Obviously you got your strut brace and your upgraded brad and all the hoses and everything.
Yeah. Well, with the supercharger also we put the upgraded pulley on it. I think it's like 17% more boost you can get out of it.
So over standard?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
So even further we've gone there, and with the Boffy overlay pulley as well. Yeah, so it may look a bit dirty. There's a lot of wires going on. Obviously this was covered in oil if you watched us on...
Oh yes, yes. Do you want to tell the ladies and gentlemen, for those who haven't watched part 2 of our Nürburgring trip, do you want to tell everyone what happened?
Basically I topped it up with oil just before we went back out on track. The cap wasn't put on properly, and I probably sent it the hardest I've sent it by that point. And yeah, as you'll see from the video, there was a lot of smoke coming out. And this basically was all covered in oil. Luckily, it wasn't this bonnet, it was Jordan's bonnet on his MX5 that was covered in oil. So yeah, this one got saved a bit. I don't think this one will survive. I
think this was on Angus's car at the time, wasn't
yeah,
it not?
Yeah, I think it was. So a little bit more work needs to be done here. This probably will get pulled out soon, and I'll get a proper clean up, maybe change the engine mounts and such.
Bit of a service.
It needs a over the winter period, so that when we go in April, it will be a lot cleaner, a lot smoother to go back on track. And yeah, and if you want to come with us next time we go in April, just follow us on Instagram, and you're more than welcome. Just drop us a DM. Okay.
Sweet. Right. Should we move on to the big thing on the back? Right, so what wing have we got here?
Right, so this wing is from Big Country Labs in the USA.
It's big.
It's a big one.
It is
now,
big.
Funny story of this, I wanted to get one, but you know, with all the money I've spent on this, my budget was running out. So this is actually from a GT86, which I found
Is it?
on the Facebook Marketplace. Best place to find deals.
Is it wider than the body kit?
It's not, no.
Oh,
but
that's all right
it did have the execution end plates, but I didn't want to get pulled with those on because I would have decapitated the child.
Yes.
So if you see here, these brackets I've had to custom make, which is why you can probably see it doesn't fit in. If I got the MX5 one, it would have fit in nice there. So that's why it's a bit wider, and I had to make it myself. And yeah, it almost fell off one time because I didn't put a strong enough plate underneath that arch.
Oh, so it was wobbly.
So yeah, it almost came, the whole thing came off like that.
Kind of like yours, Callum, because yours is like a seesaw. You go like this on yours. Anyway, enough of Callum's bodge job. Let's keep on. Yeah. So it didn't come off though.
It didn't come off. No, it almost came off. Upgraded the brackets, and then it was good. Now it's been perfect since.
I was say when I was following you on track, it didn't move at all. It was sturdy. Mind you, that's the last thing I was focusing on. But I did have a look.
It was this one is a lot heavier, but it did help a lot. I felt especially on the track.
I was gonna say it's got one hell of an angle on it.
Yeah. It does a job very well, I would say. And you know, it is compensating for something. But at least I'm not eating snails.
No.
Okay, so
insert shot of Tyler.
I've tried snails, everybody, and they are actually quite nice.
Are they actually?
Yeah, they sort of remind me of mussels if you've ever had them.
I've never had mussels. I don't have any myself, so it's all good.
But no, snails aren't the worst thing I've had in my mouth. Leave that for the viewers' imagination.
We'll cut it there. What we got exhaust-wise?
These
and
are
the rear lights and everything. So, the rear end of this car is, I feel like the best bit.
So what I've done here, I've done a bumper cut from the original rear bumper. So these are rear lights. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, not rear headlights.
Not rear headlights. Here's me making a blooper. So I've got these are carbon meter rear headlights. Rear headlights, what the Start that again.
Rear lights, mate. Rear headlights.
How many takes to show some indicators?
Listen, it's worth it.
Cut and start again.
Cut and start again. And yeah, so these are from Carbon Miata also. And they're worth every penny that I've paid for it.
Yeah, they look amazing, don't they?
Because of the sequential indicators that they have.
Should we have a look?
Matt, you want to show us?
Yeah, now I know where the hazard button is.
Wow.
Can you see it alright?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
So
they look amazing.
It's also got a Dave Fab rear jack and bar, if you can see that underneath. And this exhaust, and I know you've been looking at that, that's also there. This is custom made. I got it done from Powerflow in Slough. So they're 5-inch jap tips, dual exit. So I've done a cap back with that. It's got obviously sports cap being put on it. It needs it, and gravity performance exhaust manifold that connects it to that basically.
Wheels and tyres.
Wheels and tyres.
Because I know how wide they are.
Yeah.
Because they are, well, I know the offset, because normally on your normal road car you're like plus 55, or I'm running a plus 35 on a 9.5J. What are yours, Ezra?
Minus 32.
Minus 32.
Minus 32.
So let's put it this way, on a normal car you've got the centre of your wheel is here and there's your thing. That's your front face. Ezra's, the front face is here. So it means it's they're so wide, but they look so good. Have a look at the dish, because they are just incredible. The JR Racing
20s, I think.
JR20s. They look amazing, and they suit the look that you've been going for. I think they look really good. And they're a really clean example of the wheel as well.
It doesn't have any spacers on it, which a lot of questions I do get are about if it does have spacers.
But that's better.
It is better.
Much better.
You've not needed the spacers.
Yeah.
So these are 9J. And as you can see, a bit of stretch. I run Uni Royals. I just feel like they're very good all round, especially when I've been dailying this. I don't daily this anymore, but when I was, basically with these tyres, I've never had this car slip out on me unless I've wanted it to. But I've only ever done that in Mexico. So here we are in the interior of the car. I've gone for a 2-spoke steering wheel. I just think it looks good.
Yeah.
And I think it suits my sort of style.
NRG quick release.
Exactly, has to be.
Yeah.
Let's see if it does its job right.
Oh, it goes ding as well. It goes ding as well. But you're the only person I've ever seen do that first try. Like everyone else, clink, clink, clink. Oh, there we go. It's on now.
Yeah, it doesn't always behave itself, but
it looks good. And you didn't have any issues with that in Germany either, did you?
there may have been a small issue.
The German feds or police, yeah, well, they didn't like it. They didn't like it.
The story is in Germany. We were about to leave. We were outside the Nürburgring sign, and I thought, I might do a little pull.
There was people watching.
There was people watching.
They liked the car.
They liked the car. They wanted to see a pull. I done a pull, and maybe I went up to the speed limit, but obviously with this car, the way it sounds, which you're about to hear,
a lot louder than
it actually
because that Supercharger, which you'll hear very soon, is incredibly loud. It's amazing, but it's incredibly loud.
So yeah, they pulled me over. They said we weren't recording you speeding, so we can't do you for that. However, now that they've pulled me over, they decided to do me for the bonnet and obviously having a quick release steering wheel. So for me to be able to take it back out the country, I had to literally unbolt the steering wheel from the quick release and bolt it onto the actual car.
Yeah, they did not like that. They basically said, leave now or we're taking your car. So you had a little bit of a fine, and then we were told to
please vacate
go home before you go in German prison and fed sausages for the rest of your life.
It doesn't sound too bad, actually.
No, it doesn't. I think of much worse places to be.
Right on your street, being fed sausages.
I love a big.
Yeah. So we have here a roll bar, as you can see.
I've got sausages on my head now.
Goodness. GC Fabrications, where I got it from. This is not NOS, as some people might think. This is a fire extinguisher, just for if I ever go on track, it's good to have handy, and yeah.
And it's in a good place.
It's in a good place to have it. Bride bucket seats. Didn't want to go for Sparkos.
Good
Sparko seat belts. Basically, I got these seat belts, and that basically made me decide that all the other blue that you see in the car was going to be blue. Fun story there.
You got the Sparko horn button, which is blue.
Obviously the engine bay, the parts in the engine bay, so
these
blue.
brackets are blue, and you've got the blue burnt tips as well.
Exactly.
So it all sort of matches, but you've got your 3 colours, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not really the same, but they were all blue, weren't they?
They used to be blue.
Yeah, they've all sort of faded. The bolts around the bonnet for all you people. They're now purple because they faded.
Which still works. So we're happy.
Yeah, I think it looked great.
Chinese head unit, so I could get the gauges on the dash. If you want to see that, let's get that up. This is the one you need. Basically, yeah, I do love to have. I love a gauge, and that's
that's the best way to do it as well.
Data engineer's dream.
That is awesome. So what have you got on there? You've got battery, Can't read that. Oh, you got boost as well. Good,
Yeah,
man.
the boost tells me my PSI. Obviously, the coolant's obviously important.
You got oil temp on there?
Not the oil temp. No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
But AFR's there, and speed.
Which is probably
RPMs.
more accurate than the speedo as well.
It's not.
Oh, it's not okay. So I think what we should do now is I think we should go to Mexico, and I think you should take me for a little bit of a spin all the way to Mexico. It might take a couple of hours to get there, so we'll see if we can book some flights and that, and then we'll head over there. I think I have some nice, some suitable clothing to wear when we go to Mexico. So let's go to Mexico.
A few moments later.
Eliane, Right, we're going out. We're going to go and have some fun. In we, Ezra. We're going to go and have a bit of fun. Ta-da, boys! I'm on Instagram now.
head.
Everyone looks at this thing, don't they? Everyone looks at this. Oh, yes! My God, that thing's loud, isn't it?
A bit squeaky.
This thing is awesome. It sounds. I need a supercharger. Yeah. I need a supercharger.
One time.
It is, and that instant power. It's awesome. Oh yes, it sounds so good, man. I can't believe how good this sounds. It pulls well. It's really good. Really good. And it hooks too. And it's got you having trouble with that. We're in Mexico, boys. It's a bit. I thought there was more sand in Mexico, but apparently there's lots of trees. And it's autumn in Mexico at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how much of an idiot I look right now. It's gonna ruin my hair.
Nothing more than normal.
He's a fighter. Oh mate, you're a legend! I need to let you drive the Beamer.
6 speed or 5?
5 speed.
5 speed.
Yeah.
Is that a stronger gearbox then? 5 speed.
I don't think so.
I don't know much about these things.
Yeah.
Feels nice though.
Yeah.
This is the important one.
What's that? Yeah, we won't do that.
Yeah.
We won't do that. It's all good.
I tell you what, very good visibility.
Yeah?
Because there's no roof.
Yeah.
It's like my head's like an owl. It's not really. Oh, that's. That goes, man. Oh, even when you downshift. I think the pedals feel really light, don't they?
Yeah.
Really, really light pedals.
You feel they're quite responsive.
Yeah. And the more you, it's quite intuitive. It's like an NA car.
Yeah. Is this your first MX5 you've driven?
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts?
I quite like it actually.
Yeah?
I'd buy one.
Would you buy
I
one?
would buy one. I can't afford one, but
For 30 grand, it could be yours.
That wasn't a shameless plug at all. Oh, she goes, man. She pulls hard, and it sounds so good. It sounds
sound
so
good,
good. It's just the.
Oh, a little flame.
I need to have a supercharger. I need a supercharger. I saw one the other day for 2 grand and thought, no, I won't buy that. I should have. You should have. Very, do you know, it feels like it's longer than it is. Like, if that makes any sense at all.
I think I follow you, yeah.
Because it, like, the back goes where it should.
Yeah, you just know it
Yeah.
will stick round the corner.
It's
no
very,
problem.
Yeah, it's very intuitive, which I quite like. I went in an MX5 once, and it was really boaty.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
It must have been a Mark III.
It was, no, it was a Mark II.
Oh.
But I think the suspension was knackered because it was so wallowy. Like, it felt like the back end wasn't even connected. Whereas this feels very, very nice. And I love it sounds like it sneezes and it's great.
Yeah.
Mate, thank you for letting me drive this. This is awesome.
Not a problem. Woo. Let's get it sent.
I can't send this a average speed check. Mind you, that was good fun coming up the lay-by. I did like that. Oh, just the downshifts. You don't even have to do anything else, just downshift. That wasn't a very good downshift. Oh my god! The thing's rowdy.
Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching. We didn't get told off at all.
No, not at all. You can watch us on YouTube at Auto Cartel. Follow us on Instagram, Auto Cartel Run Club, Auto Cartel Official. I am Gappuccino.
And I am Matt, and you've been watching Ezra's MX5, and it's awesome.
Ciao.